Previously on the Real Forex Trader.
Big breath in. Full breath in, relaxed breath out. Big breath in, and then hold and squeeze. Really hold and squeeze from the, visualize the base of your body now. Move the energy up through your abdomen. Hold, squeeze through the chest.
I had to push myself up against the wall because I thought I was gonna, and your hands start going like this. It's crazy, to be fair, crazy feeling. But it's really good, really resets your mind.
Quick as you can. Put your neck. Unfortunately, there was one individual that quit the challenge of being in the ice pool, and that unfortunately is you, Thomas. So your journey ends with us today.
No idea yet, but sort of I suspect sort of something sort of like up the hills and sort of mountaineering.
Boardwalking, abseiling or keeving. MA3, one of the three I think.
Today you're going to be scored on participation level and how much you push yourself and what you get involved in. There will be someone going home again today. That'll be the person that's been least involved, not just judged by me, but by the people that you're working with throughout the day. So just bear that in mind and give your all. It's as simple as it is. Any questions before we get started? Do we have any excuses or go on?
I feel like absolute rubbish. No, what's wrong with me? But I'll get stuck in and do whatever. But I've got well by belly bug or something. I don't know. I'm coming this morning.
All right. It's probably all that breathing, mate.
I know. I'm not eating that. It might be that ice or something. I don't know.
We're meant to eat the ice.
I know. Something's got me. You know.
It's probably that. It's
Something's
probably eating the
good,
ice, isn't
mate.
it?
Oh, agony. But I'll get stuck in. Yeah, happily.
Oh, okay, fine.
I was struggling, I really was, but I didn't want to show that I'm a quitter.
Anyone else got anything they want to bring forward? Like Thomas quit yesterday and then said it's because he didn't feel well. So I'd rather someone say they don't feel well now and we've actually got some sort of an excuse. So
I'm going to see how we do.
yeah, I know that, so that's fine. You still got it, yeah? Still on?
Still, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
still on.
I can't be rock climbing, that's why I couldn't do extending up.
Oh, right. Can't be climbing.
No, yeah, I've got well, one-handed.
Yeah. You'll be all right one-handed, and then with your teeth with the other.
Yeah, let's keep it there.
Yeah. Do it with your teeth on the.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's all that counts. You try.
Yeah,
all right. Okay, cool. I'll leave it with these guys then.
So basically, if you didn't hear yesterday, my name's Lammy, former Royal Marine. Took myself around in various countries and surveillance industries, so I've got a good eye for detail, and that brings us round to attention to detail is massive today. You've got to look about you. There are things there that you need to pay attention to. Obviously, the guys deployed certain things you needed to remember from the day before. So memory retention's massive. Teamwork and safety. That's Claire. She's, I won't tell you what Claire's going to do. That will come apparent soon. And then there'll be another guy up the way that I'll give another brief. So give it your all. Do it with a smile. Think why you're doing it and what it means to you, and then we'll get on from there. So are we all ready to go?
What we're doing now, we've got sat ropes here, one per team. Okay, and we're essentially just going to get you over the edge and get you going. All right, and there's stuff to look for. All right, so keep observant. We'll give you all the information you need. Okay, when you're over the edge. So instead of me doing a demonstration of how to abseil here, we would rather put you in a more stressful position and then tell you how to do it. All right. So all you're going to be doing is controlling your own descent. Okay. So that's the plan. All right.
I don't like them, but I work up high. I do carpentry, so I'm building roofs and that. It's not my favourite, but you just got to get on with it. I wouldn't say I'm scared, but I don't really like them.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like the previous shows, the previous series with the SAS. So that's what. Even though Sam did say it's going to be a lot different, yeah, I was surprised.
I had a slight inkling that we was going to be doing some hiking, and as we set off, I was like, we're going to the Peak District because we were heading that direction. So I had a rough idea what we were doing.
Considering that I've seen the series too, I was expecting something like that. I didn't knew where we were going, but I was expecting something on the fresh air, you know, something in the woods like we did. But I was thinking it was going to be harder than the first series.
Today we're going through another challenge, which is facing fears. A lot of these guys are scared of heights. Not all of them. I'm actually scared of heights myself, so I'm going first to prove a point that I can do it as well. And we're going to go abseiling off of this bridge and abseil down with no experience and controlling how fast we fall ourselves. So there's quite a lot of instructions that we need to take into account. This is going to be the next challenge, just to see how people go through this and whether or not they're going to face their fears. But also they was told to pay attention. If you actually look to the right of where we're about to jump off, there is a sign that gives them some clues of what is coming next. So let's find out if these guys actually pay attention. More importantly, even if they miss the first clue, when they jump off and make their way down, there is another clue at the bottom. Let's see how many people are actually paying attention past this challenge. I don't think this one's going to be an easy one. Look at it, face forward. Not nice.
Don't grab me, I'm going to grab your harness.
Oh,
How did you feel there at the top?
I feel now better. At the time it was scary. It was really scary.
So there's two ways you can do this. Sliding the rope through your hands, keep going.
Mate, this is the worst bit, isn't it? Huh?
I can't, 6 inches.
Mate, I can't feel the tension.
Try and get that rope sliding in one continuous movement.
Huh? That was horrible.
That was much harder, much more difficult. I was scared of heights, so not comfortable position. But I guess that's why I'm here. This whole experience is putting myself in a different situation from what I've ever done before. So it's good. I'm enjoying it. So even though it's mad, I'm enjoying it.
Well done, everyone. What we're going to do is we're going to split you off into 2 teams. All right. You're going to go for lunch, and then we're going to start the next challenge. The next challenge, you're against the other team. Yeah. So there's no point being pally with everyone because you're going to be going against the other team. Yeah. Of the team that loses this event, you are going to vote out who your weakest person is, and that person will be going home. Is that clear? Yes. So you're going to be voting against each other. Pretty straightforward. The weakest person in the losing team is going to be going home. Any questions? No. All right, perfect. All right, let's go. Okay, so we're going to split into 2 teams now. This challenge, like I said, someone's going home from this challenge, so worth listening up. What I want you to do once I've split you into 2 teams is just 1 stand on the left, 1 stand on the right, and then I'll give you some clear instructions of how this is going on. This is going on for a couple of hours at least, all right? So pay attention. So I want Team A to be on the left, Team B to be on the right. So Team A is going to be in Travis, Richie, Cayman, Bradley Dickinson, Lee, Alex and Andrew. And say exactly how you're lined up, and you can go back. So get you back in the angles. Your guys are going to be coming shortly, probably in about 5 minutes. You can have 1 person with you at all times, okay? I'm going to go with 1 team. Elliot and Ben are going to go with the other team. Now, when we was talking about instructions, did anybody see from Team A, so this is just Team A that I'm talking to, did anybody see your 3 digits that was on there? What were they?
Swordfish. Flag pole. Yeah, flag pole. Yeah. Guns.
Are you asking me or are you?
No, flag pole. Flag pole. Donates. Donate. And clef. Yeah.
In that order?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you know what to do with that?
Yeah, on the app.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what to do with that.
Challenge 2 is going to be about teamwork. There's been clues throughout their day at the top of the bridge and at the bottom of the bridge, which has words on them. Hopefully they've remembered these words. They're going to need those to be put into this app called What 3 Words. It's going to give them a precise location down to a 3 meter square. Once they get to that location, they're going to find a bag. They've got to now get into that bag. We've given them a whole riddle sheet. If they solve the riddles, they'll get the code to be able to get into that bag, which will then put them on track to the next location. Let's see if these individuals work together as a team, or 1 or 2 of these individuals try to control the entire thing and slow the team down. You're going to need all the resources that you can have throughout your team to be able to answer these questions. This challenge is going to be about thinking outside of the box to solve the riddles, but more importantly, which teammates can you rely on, who's coming out the front as a leader, and who's just overall confusing the situation. This will give us a great idea to see exactly what these individuals are made of.
Same goes for you, Team B. Farhad, Callum, Bradley Jones, Christian, Nifty, Matthew, and James Turner. Do you remember your 3-word digits? Did any of you notice? There was plenty of hints. So you all jumped over a bridge right next to this sign in my hands. And then when you got off at the bottom, the sign was at the bottom. And you've done it twice and none of you can recall what it is. Okay, so every time this happens where something is wrong, there's a 30-second penalty added on. So you've just got a 30-second penalty if you don't know what those 3 words are.
I cannot believe it that this team has not paid attention. Everybody has been literally hitting them to pay attention.
There's stuff to look for, all right, so keep observant.
If you actually look to the right of where we're about to jump off, there is a sign that gives them some clues of what is coming next.
Attention to detail is massive today. You've got to look about you. There are things there that you need to pay attention to. Obviously,
They're now going to get a 30-second penalty. Let's see if this makes the difference between winning or losing.
Every time that you get something wrong, you've got a 30-second penalty that's going to be added. At the end of the day, whoever has the quickest time is the winning team. That is as simple as this challenge gets. So you've got a 30-second penalty. So do you want to write it down, make a note? I'm not telling you again. So it looks like Team A has got a 30-second head start so far. At that destination, okay, there's going to be a package for each person. How you get into that package is going to be given to you on cracking a code, which I have in my hand, which I'll give to each team. You working out how you crack that code is down to you. For every section that you can't crack, in the case that you can't crack it, which I'd be pretty surprised if the two teams could not crack part of it, it's not really difficult, then you can say, we can't crack this, and we'll give you part of the answer for an extra 30-second penalty. So ideally, you don't really want to use me or Elliot at all. You want to just do this as quick as you can. That's only half of the journey. Once you've got into that bag, the next step will be in that bag of what you need to do. Is that clear? All right. Let me find out where these guys are, and then we'll get started. So obviously teammates, so we're going to get, the time will be getting added on, the delays as we go. But to start off with, as Team A, we get 30 seconds head start, so these guys will leave 30 seconds after us. All right, so these are the stuff that you're gonna have to start trying to work out, okay? We cannot deviate until we get off of the bridge on the far side. Does that make sense? So we have to get to the bridge first, and then we start following where it tells us to go. If not, we're gonna run off a cliff, all right? When you've worked out where it is, you have to go to the bridge first, past the bridge, and then you can start using where that goes, all right? When you get there, you're going to need to use this to crack the code. So you can start as whenever you want, all right?
My team, Team B, have already incurred a 30-second penalty for not paying attention on the bridge, not seeing those clues. So it's going to be interesting to see if that 30 seconds cost them in the long run, or whether they can make that time up on the other team and get back ahead.
Right, you've got a 30-second penalty for stay on this track to the bridge, up into the bridge.
Like, I think the code is with the boxes, or did we use it now?
There's only two words. First word, second word, and then all the letters.
First word, third letter.
Okay.
24 hour in a day?
Yep.
FH.
17, 24 hour in a day.
Yeah.
So the first word is hour.
Okay.
The H is hour, and the third letter, H-O-U.
U.
So U.
U. Okay.
Is what that. So that's that. Now 3 F H.
Have we worked out the first one yet?
No.
Come on. 4S on an S.
4S on an S?
You can't get into the bag until you've cracked what's on this.
So this challenge was quite exciting, quite fun, and it was really interesting to watch the teams go about how they organised themselves. So I was with Team B. Each team had a list of codes that they had to decipher whilst getting to a location of a bag. Once they got to the bag, they then need to use the codes they deciphered to open the bag. So the bag had a combination lock on it, and they had 30 codes that they had to decipher that would eventually then give them the words that would pertain to the numbers to then open the bag. So quite complicated, but for example, one of the codes they had was 4S on a S. So they had to work out that that was 4 sides on a square. And then they'd be able to use that 4 sides on the square, and then their other sheet would tell them that they'd need the third letter of the second word, for example, and then that would go towards the combination lock code.
Make it take a 30 just to get a clue. That's right? Yeah.
Given a letter, write the letter or understand what that first letter is. So that's the first part of the work.
That's what we're trying to work out. 3 F8.
Why is there 3?
Hey, listen up. Hey, who's navigating? Right. You need to check nav each other all the time because you're going in completely fucking wrong direction.
Oh shit.
Oh. Completely wrong direction.
It tells me we're on it.
You need to just navigate it through. Check each other. Check nav every time. If you've got 2 or 3 of you check naving, you're going to work it out better.
We got caught up there with him, or
Yeah.
just got I guess so. I guess so. We can pass this way. We can pass. We can go through. We can go this way. We can.
No, I know that. So would you be going that way? So go down this way and come up.
This team hasn't taken into account that yes, they've got the 3 words and it will take them to a 3 metre square, but it's not telling them the height. These guys are literally going through a bridge. It could be on top of them.
No signal now.
Swordfish.
Now we
Give
have
me
to
the
use
word swordfish.
Gums.
Custodial.
239 metres to the right.
Lads, with me. What have you just come under there?
Bridge.
Under a tunnel, yeah?
Yeah.
Railway. Does that mean that you're in the right place? Just because you've come under that feature there? Right. There you go.
I told them it was above us. We were going through the tunnel. I told the team it's definitely above us.
Before we get into the channel, I actually mentioned one of the guys, Bradley. I think the map just telling me somewhere around here, so we have to find the way from here. But he said, you're wrong. So we went to the end of the channel and then we've been told, you have to go back, and it's going to be on the top of the things. To be honest, during the channel, I've been ignored a lot. I think probably my English and the way I talk, maybe people doesn't take it seriously.
So guys, you've seen these guys getting involved in trading. If you think you have what it takes to be a trader, then in the description, click the link to get involved in our $100,000 trading challenge. It's 100% free and you've got the upside of winning a live trading account with us. Best of luck and see you soon.
You are lads, come on. Come on guys, go. On our head.
Here's the gate. Here's the gate.
Wait there. Why, it's in this tree.
In my team, I think there's far too many leaders and they're all just going off in their own way. They're really struggling to work together as a team.
How are you getting that? Well, according to this, it's only 2 minutes away, 0 feet. My thing's showing at the top of it, you know. Make sure they don't see us going over here. Only 1 or 2 go, not everyone up.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's in this tree. Yeah, it's got it! I got it!
Alright.
There we go, man.
Right,
Got it.
Right, we've got to figure out all these clues now to open it, don't we?
What's going on?
The padlock. Oh. Yeah, number, so come on, let's go back to it then.
So they've now got the bag and they've got to work their ways through the riddle. Each one that they miss, they can take a 30-second penalty to get the answer. I wonder if anyone in the group actually realises that it might be quicker to take a 30-second penalty rather than all sitting here arguing amongst themselves.
The compass is pointing this way. Let's go!
Okay. Do that for the rest of them.
Okay.
So you. So carry on with the rest.
3 FH. What do you reckon?
Remember, you want them in order, yeah?
Yeah. 3 that.
Yeah.
We have tried that, but
Anyone knows about what they call it? Padlock kind of phenomenon.
no. Fahrenheit. What was the poll yesterday? Degrees, isn't it?
Right down the letters as it goes. What do we have? A? What do we think the second one is?
80.
There's 0 to 9 on there. Numbers. And so far we've done 5 and that was...
Okay, what if there was 9 and we counted to the end using only 9 numbers and went back to 1? So it was like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O.
And you're overcomplicating it.
Is it that way? No. Okay.
Simplistic. We agreed on the first two. We've got the first two. 5 and 9, right? What's the third one again? 15p and a rough.
But don't you think this is the first number, the second number, the third and the fourth?
Why don't you try to work out what it actually is first? Why don't you try to work out which each one of that first section is before you try to then work out what it means? Because you're not going to know until we've done them all.
We had a few big personalities in there, me included, and I think some of us tried to take charge. Well, I think some sat back, some wanted to lead, whether correctly or not. We wanted to move forward with it, and I think we overthought the whole process.
Okay, do you want to take a penalty on the third one then?
The
third one or the fourth one?
We take a penalty.
The second we get... Want to try the fourth one? Okay, let's take a penalty on the fourth one, guys. Because I have no idea what that one's going to be. Okay, penalty on the fourth.
You want to know what the fourth one is? 8760, 8,760 hours in a year.
Oh, okay, so the first word is hours, and then the fifth letter H-O-U-R-S. S. Okay, so what do we have now? E-I-N-S? No, so that N needs to be wrong, I think, then.
Yeah, but...
We then tried to decide if we should be taking a penalty and just getting all of the answers and clues for those riddles, because I personally thought it was too difficult for us to solve all those in 6 minutes. But as a team, we decided to go through it, kind of solve some of them and get some hints on others.
What is eins? Eins. What? Eins is a word. What does eins equal? Eins.
Yeah, one.
Okay, so we got German one. Okay, eins. Okay.
Okay, now we're good.
so all that was
S on a C.
2 sides on a...
Yeah, so
2 S on a C.
Okay. 2S.
over like 3 seconds already.
2S on a C.
This for me is actually really hard not to get involved, and I'm biting my tongue saying this, but if we just had 4 sides on a square, surely if we have 2 S's on a C, it's pretty damn rocket science. That's 2 sides of a coin. It doesn't take anyone with a brain cell to be able to work that out.
Just give them all for 30 seconds. How long would 30 seconds be?
2 minutes.
Can you hold it?
we just keep doing it. These guys are on the move, aren't they?
1 minute and a half.
As a team, I think we had a lot of strong personalities. So a few guys wanted to do one thing, and there wasn't really a lot of teamwork in certain times. I think especially with trying to answer the questions, we weren't too sure, and some of us wanted to just take penalty points and just get through it so we can carry on to the next stage, but other people wanted to try and answer the questions, so it was a bit unorganised.
First word, battle,
So
T.
it's
T.
T.
25 is T.
Does it have a T letter?
How many have we got?
We've got, so far I think we've got 17, 18, 19,
Well, we can try to
22, 23, 24, 25, 29 and 30.
Sure.
Yeah, so the second word, unicycle, letter.
Told you.
So my team were doing quite well. They organised themselves well. Half the team focused on following to getting to the location. Yeah, they went the wrong way a few times, but anyway, eventually they found the bag, and then the other half of the team were doing a good job of deciphering these codes.
How to translate that to the number, because we need that one on the pad.
Second word, unicycle, unicycle.
So,
fourth word,
what is it?
U-N-I-C.
C, it's a C.
Maybe it was okay.
What was the code to get into the bag?
1805.
Did
you just guess that?
Yeah.
What
No,
made you
I mean it
guess
was on the thing with the Travagor, so I just tried it.
Oh, you just tried it?
Why not?
Yeah.
Well
Don't need to do any more codes.
Well done.
Okay.
That's it.
Christian saw a number code on the sheet, 1805. It was then just luck that he tried that. He thought, oh, you know, I'm just sitting here, I might as well try this. And fair play to him, he tried it, and it was the right code. It happened to be the right number needed to open the bag. So this.
Well, there might have been another box in there. Do we need this?
Four words.
Yeah.
Right, Nifty's now leader, so listen to Nifty.
Nifty.
What Nifty says goes.
Spring, so,
what's the plan, Nifty?
Straight headers for the new location. Just go there.
We have to go back around the gate, won't we? Jump
Back
over
through the
there.
gate. Back through the
Back
gate.
to the first
Back up to the park.
So you have to go back there. What you can do.
Have you got the new words?
Come on, boys. Come on.
Seven, it's a 5 layer, let's go for it. 7 in there.
Yeah, got it. 197 is what we're saying, right?
Yeah, 197.
Yeah, just try all of them. Yeah. Let's try all of them.
He was really struggling, he was being sick. And again, yeah, the team were really helping him out. And you know, before that, he did a great job with cracking some of the codes. So fair play to him sticking to it. You know, it shows his resilience, which you definitely need in trading. Let's see if he's going to make it to the end. Let's see if he's going to slow his team down. Is that going to cost him his team? Obviously, he's not feeling very well for whatever reason. But let's see if he can make it through.
Come on, that way. Yeah, you sure? Okay, check.
But it's pointing that way. Yeah.
Well, spring, that's spring.
Yes, but we need to go on the road.
Why don't you just work out which each one is, and it'll give you the name again?
We're struggling. Yeah, okay, let's try.
2,468.
It's 5.
WD.
Weeks, days. How many days and weeks? Something like that, isn't it?
Why has no one made the decision yet that you only need that third one? Why are you not taking the 30-second penalty and then spinning the last wheel? You're running out of time. Surely that makes sense.
Oh my god, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll take the penalty. Yeah, so which one do you want to know? What left, what number?
The third one. We got the first
What number?
Hang on a second. What do you just keep?
Number 10.
Just try the fourth.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Appreciate.
The fourth word.
1-6, that's
6
why.
letters. 2, 4,
You're
2,
stuck on
4,
appreciate,
6, 8. So it's 8, and that's the fourth one, the 6th letter.
Who do we appreciate, yeah?
Try it.
1, 9, 6.
Yeah, and just try them
And then
all.
spin another one every time.
Pronounce each.
Ich, number 1. Ich Nissan Chi.
Japanese.
Japanese. Ich Nissan Chi, number 1.
Each? Yeah, yeah.
She?
Pull it, do the go. Yeah, everyone just be cool. One at a time.
That's not working either.
What number have you got in 1?
1.
What number have you got in 2?
9.
9. Why is it 9? You didn't say 9.
Which one was it?
What was CI again? Is that 7?
Why didn't we write this?
No, I've written number 6. Number 6. And then keep that, the rest, and then change the bottom one.
You wrote 6 and you've got 9 in there. What's going on? Come on, talk. Someone take charge.
So what are you on now? What time are your numbers?
1, 6.
Yeah.
1, 6, 4.
Why have you got 4?
Literally just
You just said 6.
You know, to be honest, I thought everyone was like mediocre. You know what I mean? I didn't think there was anybody who stood out and go, oh, he's fucking fantastic at that. You know, I thought it was just a mediocre performance from everybody, including myself.
Okay,
1,
that's
6, 6.
Yeah, that's
Spin the last one until you get
spin the last one.
Look at this one.
Yeah,
You just
play.
Yeah, it's easy
Let me
done
do it.
actually.
There's 4 people grabbing at the same time.
Panic and you like moved 1, 6. Repeat the number. Everyone's happy.
No,
with the number.
1, 6, 6.
But I'm on about the bottom ones, and just spin in, it's not moving.
I'm fucking losing my mind. These guys are too busy riling themselves up that they haven't even realised that Travis has even opened the lock. They're still talking. The bag's actually unlocked and no one's even realised.
There you go. Right, let's go. What's that guy? Get it open, quick, go, get it open, see what's going on.
Helmets, right. There's something to read, let's go. Right, a new one, Sprains, getting the phone, Sprains dot blunt dot mint. Whoever's got a signal, let's get it in.
Just that thing.
Leave the helmets in there.
And as soon as let's get moving as soon as we get this on.
Do you want that or do I leave it on the bag?
What's it, Harry? Take it.
Yeah, because the numbers were clearly on there, and if one of us had actually maybe stepped back for a minute and looked at it logically, maybe one of us could have did what the other team did, because clearly they were struggling to the point.
She's with us.
Yeah, okay.
To the bridge.
There, just helmet.
To the bridge. Helmet and
Okay.
That's it.
On the right.
Go to the bridge.
Back to the bridge. What's the plan? What's the plan?
Go to the bridge.
Yeah,
we're going to the bridge and we're going to upside down.
Yeah. Okay.
Navigation is changed.
Look, I changed.
2 seconds. Navigation changed.
Just
come have a look. That's what we got. We look each other.
Yeah,
Which one?
that direction. You have reason. Yeah.
Okay, so we go that way.
Yeah, but I guess we are around the river.
We are here.
No, but look.
That's
okay. What we do?
Look. That could be better if you. Okay.
What about compass? What about compass?
Look.
Does it show you which way go? We go that way. We just go to see if we get to this spot.
You're facing this way.
Yeah.
On the map, you're facing that way.
Let the team leader decide.
You got to turn. Look, if you turn around.
Okay.
That's the way we're facing that way. That's the way we're going.
Yeah. Please. On the other side, but on the top of the mountain, not on the back, possibly. That's why the GPS going to be in that direction.
Yeah. Okay, explain to me why is this way?
You sure it's not in that ditch? Because if it's along the river.
We follow the GPS or we go that way, but we're not sure.
No, it's not that way. It's not that way. It runs along the river. This is the river along here, so it's on the side of the river.
Let's look at the two maps and compare.
If it's on top,
What do we do?
we are
That way, but it's Google Maps saying that way to go round the river rather than going through the river.
Go the normal way. Because that's what I'm saying. What we do, we just go forward.
You want to take the normal route?
Yeah, we go forward. We just right in the crowd.
I think same as in trading, you've got to take some losses. You know what I mean? Sometimes losses.
Should you go down by the river then?
Yeah, I think it's next to the river anyway, so we are okay.
So we're on the right path?
Yeah, we're on the right path. We're on the wrong side.
Yeah, man, it's it. You're there, yeah?
Yeah, man. Pushing on. Doing well, mate. Doing well.
He was motivating me to keep going, a really good team player, kept checking on me. Yeah, I was struggling, I really was, but I didn't want to show that I'm a quitter.
Is it definitely this side of the river, that side? No. It's not this side of the river. There's the farm. Over the side, do you see you guys down there or are they long? We're on a flat now, aren't we? Yeah. No, what happened? It's down here, boys. Yeah. You sure? Yeah, let's go. Well, where's this thing? Come on, mate. You get up the photo of it, like you don't want to
So take this to the river, follow the river down to where this river is.
When we went to the shop,
Where's your arrow pointing to go?
Down there and then go right. So we just.
But did you see any footpaths when we were going down there?
So down the footpath, follow the river.
Down there?
She's hinted at the path.
No, hang on, because if it's a river there, no, hang on, wait there.
Guys, we're definitely on the right side of the river here, so as far as I can see, it's along, along there, on the right.
No, it's back, it's on that side though.
You say it's on that side? Why?
Because if
Where are we now?
look at it, it's on the right hand side.
Well, if it's on that side, does it matter if
No,
you go down here or go
water.
over there or get down? Right, make a decision between us all. Which way are we going?
Yeah, we come closer to us.
Which way is the arrow pointing?
Yeah, we're both facing
that way.
The arrow's pointing that way, but we've moved closer towards it, coming this way. So,
what do you want to do then? Can you just put someone in charge so we can have some decision?
Level 2.
Okay. My phone.
Put them on the bag. Safety.
On them. Put them on them.
Yeah.
Phones are in there, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
Helmets, right.
Helmets,
Yeah.
So these guys have made it to the river. It's now on to the next challenge. On this challenge, they've got to build a bridge from one side to the other side of the river and get all of their team across to the other side. The trick here is for any person that falls into the water, they get an extra 30-second penalty. Let's see how they do this methodically and how they work together as a team.
Put that.
Put the rope
on the tree.
On the tree.
Okay.
And feed this through it.
Okay.
And we'll pull everything back.
Okay.
Now this will all come through.
Holds onto the tree.
It stays on the tree.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
There it is. There it is.
We're not crossed down there.
There it is.
I'm not really afraid about the cold water. Ice water is another thing, but cold water feel great, and I like this type of environment, so that's not a problem for me to go in the river. And
Keep going. Oh wait, you have to pull it back.
Okay. Nice.
like that?
Yeah.
Distance is short.
Through? Yeah.
Then hang on. Oh, careful.
You gotta come back and get it.
I think one of us will
No,
help
just
him out, because I think he's not sure. Let me just go.
Be careful. That's it.
Loaded brawl. It's just running across, but whatever. So you go to.
We stand on one and we hold the other when we get across. As high as you can.
You've got your kit right in front of you. You have to get your whole team across the river. For everybody that gets wet has a 30-second penalty. So the least people across that fall in, that are getting drenched, the better you're going to do.
Get it!
Yeah, we're ready. Hope they don't get wet.
Should we be quiet? Is that better? We have a winner!
Great.
Not too late.
We win. No elimination for the team, so that's fine.
So far, so good. Team, I think, yeah, they got good spirit, to be honest. Everyone worked together. So, yeah, in the beginning, we lost it, but everyone just get the grip, and we just gonna start to converse together, and at the end just manage to do basically the job.
Quite like doing stuff like this, and sort of, yeah, really enjoyed it.
Smashed it. We smashed it. The dream team smashed it, mate.
I found it quite easy getting across, but
I haven't got to vote anyone out. I couldn't pick anyone. Even if we lost, I wouldn't even be able to pick anyone.
No,
because we're all a solid team. Everyone helped. They've done their part. So I'm glad we won. Got it in the bag. Got the W. I mean, no one's going home. I feel ill but happy as ever. I can go home.
Great teammates. Even when I was slowing the team down, walking up the hill, Christian and Matthew came back and helped me up. So, great teamwork and a deserved win, I think.
So we completed the challenge, and I don't really have any words for this, but I just think it was utter shambles, especially from the team that I was going around with, which was A team. There was no leadership among them. There was no one taking charge. There was complete and utter bickering. And then even though they opened the lock, they didn't know they opened the lock. And what's even crazier is that on the list of questions, some of the answers had numbers in them that were 4 digits. If they only tried those 4 digits, the third one literally was the answer for the code to get into the bag. So he wasted so much time. I'm surprised it was so hard to not even get involved in this and just say, why are you guys not taking a 30-second hit on each one? You would have been down there quicker and we could have moved forward. So now we've got a decision. We've got to send someone home. And you know what? There's literally only 1 or 2 people on that team that I think that shouldn't be going home from what we've seen from this challenge. So we've got a long drive back now to the office, 3+ hours. So we're going to let them think and stir it over who they think should be going home on their team. And then tomorrow, with a fresh mind, they're going to present their answers in front of everyone and we'll see everyone's reactions. For me, we've got some serious thinking to do as well, because we have to send someone home. No one fell in the water, but my team overall was just absolutely useless. So we're going to have to find who that person is. You'll find out soon.
Next time on The Real Forex Trader. We've asked everyone involved in the challenges to write down who they thought was the strongest and who they thought was the weakest from their team. Andrew 10 because he is short. Bradley 9 because he is tall. If you're voting people the same, I'm sending you home. I'm not fucking stupid, yeah? So don't treat it that way. Be honest, this is an individual task. So guys, you've seen these guys getting involved in trading. If you think you have what it takes to be a trader, then in the description, click the link to get involved in our $100,000 trading challenge. It's 100% free and you've got the upside of winning a live trading account with us. Best of luck and see you soon.